Good morning, Fargo. Fargo City Commissioner Tony Gehrig here with the How I Voted for the 22 April 19 Fargo City Commission meeting. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm also on the video for the website. Share the videos, like the videos, give feedback for the videos. That way we get the word out and have a good conversation about what we did. Try to break down the videos quickly, or the meetings quickly for you in a few minutes or less so I can get back outside and enjoy the beautiful day. At this meeting, we had three mostly main issues. The first was just a residence zone exemption for downtown Fargo. I vote no against those. We've had enough. We don't need them anymore. People don't come to downtown to create a business because of a 5-year tax exemption. It doesn't do anything. It's just money we're giving away. So we need to stop doing that and lower your taxes. Once we have a larger tax base, you'll pay less in taxes, which has been discussed in the previous videos. Two, a TIF for the Newman Center. So the Newman Center is the Catholic church that is right just east of campus. Full disclosure, I'm a Catholic. I went to the Newman Center when I went to NDSU. I support the project. I think it's a great project to have faith-based housing near NDSU. I think it'll fill up quickly. I think it'll be in high demand, and I support the idea 100%. I don't support incentives for that, though. And I don't think you should force the neighbors who agree with me that this is not that they don't want to pay for it to pay for it. Some of my neighbors, which I live up there, by the way, I live very close to the project, and I support it. My neighbors don't, though. Some of them don't, and they don't have to be put on the hook to pay for this. So the vote was to look into if road construction could move forward with asking for an incentive. Okay, so it's like the first step before the first step. The vote was interesting. The vote was kind of funny because I voted no, that they couldn't go with the next step. And then no one voted with me. Then someone voted to let them move forward with the next step. And no one voted with them either. So it was a hung jury. You know, me and I voted to make them stop with the incentive. No incentive, no chance for it. I think it was Commissioner Grinberg who asked for it to move forward. No one voted with him. So de facto, it doesn't move forward. But we didn't do that, so we had to make up the rules, and ultimately they got to go forward with it, even though we didn't vote to do that. So if you can watch the video on this one, it was an interesting vote, and I think that we kind of skirted the rules, our own rules, by the way, on that one, and it should have not have gone forward, but it did. And now you'll probably see an incentive for the Newman Center, which will be a tens of millions of dollars in incentives for this project. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen. You don't need to do it. So anyway. That was a 4-1, I think. Actually, I don't remember what it was because no one actually voted on it. Cost share. Okay, so Roberts Alley. So you know where the new Roberts, the Roco parking ramp downtown. Roberts Alley is right behind there. Spicy Pie is behind there. That alleyway has overhead power lines, and because the city of Fargo has invested so much in that already through incentives, it has been asked by basically the Kilborn Group to bury the overhead lines because it looks nicer and it'll be better. It will be better. It's a multi-million-dollar project. Usually, how that would happen is that whoever owns property along that alley would pay in special assessments basically to bury those lines. But for some reason, because it's downtown Fargo, everyone gets to pay. The city of Fargo gets to chip in a lot of money to pay for that. It doesn't happen in your neighborhood. It happens downtown, though. We all get to pay for it for some reason because the Kilborn Group asked for it. So there'll be an incentive basically to bury the line. So we're not talking about a TIF or a pilot or a Renaissance zone exemption. We're talking about a whole new way of incentivizing downtown. We're going to bury their power lines for them and charge the entire city of Fargo to do it. I hope people start paying attention because they're robbing you blind. You're raising your taxes to do these things. They're telling you that it's for more firemen and more policemen. Oh, we got to raise property tax mills because we need more cops. Well, I don't know. Maybe we stop burying power lines and having the city pay for it instead of special assessing the Kilborn Group. Makes sense to me because if I wanted to bury my power lines in my yard, I would have to pay for that. I'm fairly certain I'd have to pay for that. The city wouldn't come and pay for that for me. So we got to stop with the incentives, folks. People got to start waking up to how we're spending your dollars in downtown Fargo. It's a never-ending stream of diverting dollars from your neighborhood to downtown, and it's got to end. So we're inflating the market down there. It's going to burst, and it's going to look just like it did in 2000 if we don't stop doing it today. So those were the big issues for this meeting. By the way, that was a 3-2 vote to have us pay to bury the power lines. But yeah, that was the recap for the 22 April 2019 Fargo City Commission meeting. Please share the video. This one in particular, I was frustrated at this one. I couldn't believe it. Share the video, tell your friends, have conversations. Talk about how we're spending your tax dollars, because if you don't, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Have a good day.